Michael Palmer here for another video blog about one of my books. We're going in order and now have finished with the Corey Prescription, the Sisterhood, Side Effects, Flashback, and now to Extreme Measures, which is the only one of my books that has been made into a movie, although others are currently optioned. The book Extreme Measures goes back to 1992 when a friend of mine gave me a book called The Serpent and the Rainbow, which is a book made into a movie actually by Wes Craven, and thought I might be interested in it. And I read the book, which was about voodoo and about the zombie poison and the search. This is nonfiction. The search of a Harvard ethnobotanist named Wade Davis to find the zombie poison. And it was great. I loved the story, and I started trying to think of how I could work that story into a novel. And what I came up with was the what if question that we've talked about over and over for these books is a what if question that says, essentially, what if there was a drug that could make you look like you were dead when you weren't? That's essentially what I started with. And as many of you know, Edgar Allan Poe went to the bank on writing about situations where people looked like they were dead and they weren't dead. And in fact, following some of his stories, people began to insist that when they died, that a bell with a string on it be attached to their finger in their casket as they were lowered into the ground, and that the string would be attached to a bell up above ground. And I'm sure we've all heard the phrase "saved by the bell," and that some people think goes back to prize fighting and boxing, where the bell rings and it keeps someone from being knocked out. But it goes all the way back to the possibility of Edgar Allan Poe's bell above the ground. So my next question, when I came up with that what if question, is well, why would they want to have people look like they were dead when they weren't? And I came up with a notion of human experimentation and trying to remove people from society by making them look like they were dead. And then I had to ask, well, wouldn't people miss those people? And then the next thing was, well, they wouldn't miss them if they were homeless and nobody cared about them or nobody thought about where they were. And that's how the story began to evolve. And those of you who want to watch the movie with Hugh Grant, Gene Hackman, and Sarah Jessica Parker, which is a 1996 film, will see that that's the major similarity between the book and the movie. There's a lot of non-similarities, including that my book is a lot about voodoo and a lot about what's called the zombie poison, which is tetrodotoxin. Now, as you know, I'm running a contest, and there's going to be one question on these blogs for each of my books. And that question this time is going to be exactly that. What is the zombie poison that's written about in Extreme Measures? And the answer I just gave you, tetrodotoxin. Now, those of you who are interested in the rules of the contest, the winner is going to get a manuscript of a book of mine that has never been published. The rules can be found on my Facebook notes page. And of course, eventually you're going to have to go back and look at these video blogs and learn about each of my books. But built in are the questions and answers. So Extreme Measures was optioned by Castle Rock. It was made into the movie, and I was supposed to be involved as the medical advisor to the film. But Castle Rock Pictures forgot to mention that. And when I called after the filming had started to say, I think you guys have violated a contract with me, the next thing I heard was, we need you in New York right away as a script consultant. We'll pay you for 4 days of work. I don't remember how much it was, but it was, a lot of money then, maybe $5,000 for 4 days of work. And I got to sit on the set next to the producer of the film, who happened to be Elizabeth Hurley. So I sat there for a week wondering, oh my God, I can't believe I'm going out to lunch with Elizabeth Hurley. I loved it. I want more movies, but so far it's not happening. So that's as much as I have time to tell you. I just want to thank everybody who's been watching these video things and entering the contest. And I hope all of you enter the contest before long. So for another week, another book, sayonara. Thanks.